Good night. I should probably make sure that that is working. Hello, hello. Come on. Settle down. Okay. There we go. You didn't get ads this time? That's good. It's popped up as Take. What? I'm not sure I know how to change that. Your battery is low, your fingers are cold, and you're very hungry. Maybe you should plug your phone in and eat some food. And wear gloves. Yes, wear gloves. You just sat down at home. Welcome home. I am trying to figure out where I can... if I can see... I don't know if I can. Because when I stream something from my PlayStation, it automatically sets to whatever game it is that I'm playing. I don't have control over that, and I can't figure out... Like, I mean, I'm sure I probably have control over it, but I cannot find it on the web browser. So... You guys spent 20 minutes billing out a work order? That's rough. We've got some people, yay! Yeah, I am sorry, Lilisaur. Husband had to go do some Christmas shopping after work today. And then there was like, because he doesn't drive, right? So he takes the bus, and like there was all sorts of bus shenanigans. So he literally got home as I was trying to get the stream started. So that's why I was a couple minutes late. Yep, shall we get going with this? Big castle. Oh, it says Lilisaur. Yeah, I was trying to get, like, because Lilisaur was messaging me, where are you? And I was trying to get it typed as fast as possible. Optical illusion makes the... yeah, it does. Alright. Hammer, gloves, boots for jumping. Each of them are illegal here. Anyone else having problems with the stream? My laptop, it's like network error. So I don't know what's going on. Boots for jumping? I'm guessing double jump. Streaming fine? Alright, well, my laptop is just being an asshole. Apparently. There we go. Alright. Protect your art. Seek art containers in dungeons. Wait, is that art instead of heart? Or is that actually art? Lovely little dungeon. Wait, why are there buttons on that wall? Or is it just the Triforce? Am I supposed to be down here? Use Ascend ability in the alcove behind me to begin your quest. Save thy progress, not until thou hast rescued the princess. He's got a train in his room. Oh, you put a price tag backwards? That's pretty clever. Yay! Alright, where do we go? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this, my walking stick. And then from there, here? So we want to go north. Go down here. Ooh, hello. I only really know like the newer games, so I feel bad that I don't know more. Fishies. It's funny how like, cause I know this interior of this island. Not the exterior. I feel like I might not supposed to be down here yet. But I saw those and I got very curious. What is that, Lily? Some players may have recognized it. Go to the island in the lake. Oh, I found a fairy. Does he actually say anything if I talk to him or no? That's a great fairy. Wait, that fright bulb wasn't always there? Honest to God, thought you put that there. That's funny. Well, we can see if it grows back. I have no idea where I am or where I'm supposed to be. So this is the only downside of this, is like I've never played the game. So... Huh. Some kind of puzzle down there. I'm too far east. Ooh, hello. What is this? Maku tree. Hey, God Stars. Did you ever play Legend of Zelda? No. Don't worry, I didn't either. I watched my brother play it when I was very, very young. And I've seen Kid play like bits and pieces of it, but not like really. Ooh, am I supposed to find that? I was not expecting that. Never played a Zelda game. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, I see. It's that guy. Go south and around. This is neat. Oh, hello. No jumping. How are we supposed to get across? I don't know how these things work. You forget that I don't know this game, so most people would take a raft. We don't have a raft in this game though. What the? Hey, it's a shopkeeper. Keys? Isn't a hammer more useful to bypass locked doors? Yes, I know, you have a lovely dinosaur. Settle down with your dinosaur. Come on. I'm not throwing your dinosaur for you right now. Use it as a pillow. Come on. She's like, no, I'm leaving you. You're not gonna throw my dinosaur? Then I'm gone. Doggy. That's right. Alright, I will hop across because I don't have a raft. Is this a dungeon? This dungeon is looking at me. This is the 4th dungeon. Am I supposed to be? I don't think I'm supposed to. Go in any order? Okay. Boo boo boo. Boo doo doo doop. I know. Wrong game. I apologize. I don't know the Legend of Zelda music. That's cool that they all have a unique entrance and brick theme. Hello, Leah. How's it going? I am exploring a Legend of Zelda island. Did you ever play Legend of Zelda? Fight these guys. Hey, I got a clock! I don't know what that means. I know, they're only for show. My fighting them is only... Oh, compass. My fighting them is only for show as well. That does nothing. Compass tells me to go this way. Oh wait, is that where I just was? No, it's not. How was your... No! That is terrible. That is one of my biggest fears. Like, so, on Sunday, I woke up, when I was testing toilets. I woke up and quickly did my Genshin dailies on the PlayStation. And, the power went out. And cause in my mind I was like, I gotta play Builders, gotta play Builders, gotta play Builders, and I have a PlayStation controller in my hand. I had a panic because I was like, oh my god, the power went out when I'm playing Builders. And I was like, no wait, you're playing Genshin. You're playing Genshin. It's fine. But then I was like, as soon as I was done Genshin or whatever, I went and like to back up my my save file to like save file 2 or whatever. But I'd done that last week on Wednesday. So I was like, I didn't have to do that. I was very happy that I had done it. But yeah, like, oh my goodness, that is so awful. How did it get deleted? I want to know this. Tell me the story. What happened to cause it deleted so that everyone can learn? Doggos. Look, I don't wanna. This is not the right time. I won't. I didn't throw your dinosaur for you. I don't want to throw your dragon for you either. Tiny fights. Your son told your save file, but your son deleted it? Map! Did he... Do you have... Um... Nintendo Online? Because I would quickly check your cloud save. It's not set to auto backup? Oh dear. How did your son know how to delete? That is terrifying. I'm guessing there's lava on the other side of that wall. Go into the waterfall because you stink and need a bath. Ah, big monster! Wait, I feel like it was here already. I'm terrible at dungeons. Yeah, you get turned around very easily. Whee! Hey, it's a ladder. And there's no like map that you can follow too. Like you get a map for these dungeons. Um, you don't get that in. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is a big guy. Boo boo doo. Wah! Art! The next he did a Zelda Island? Yeah. I don't remember which one he did though. Triforce? Heart container is art container, yep. I like it, that's good. It's clever. Play on accents. I just died. I got electrocuted by the There, I just died again. Alright. Oh, no, look, it is pretty close to the lava. You can laugh now, it's your fault for not paying attention. Well, I mean, you get a fresh start? So am I jumping? I can't not jump. Oh, Anessa, hello. I guess I don't have to listen to your rules anymore. Yeah, that bug is annoying. I remember we were trying to help Eric figure out what the heck was wrong. Um, it's annoying. I went down there already. Yep, it does that. When you get pushed into solid objects, you just go through them. That's why we use Ascend! Haha. Are you a fairy? Please, Mr. Fairy, use your magic to cure me. Love the corpse floating. Ah. Tingle reference. But Leith, if you get out of Furrowfield and you want some help, let us know. I'm sure someone can help. Help you with tablet targets and all that fun stuff. This is level 1? This is the first dungeon? Oops. If you want to get quick replies for the help, ask us on Discord. Yes, join our Discord, please. We like to talk to people and help people. We're nice people, I swear. Just ask Godstars. He's been getting all kinds of advice from us since he joined. If the link doesn't work, let you know. Oh, I can actually break those. I do like the skeletons on the things, though. A compass! Actually, I'm gonna leave this open so I can know where I've been here. I close them because I'm so used to like... Wait, I didn't know their shield was purple. I don't think I ever paid attention to that before. That's cool. I only ever really looked at them from this angle. Never from this angle. Very interesting. Your little boy or your boy has played old school Link's Awakening? Yeah, my kid loved Link's Awakening, played a lot of it. I played a little bit. Like, if this was the Link's Awakening island, I would have a better idea of where to go, but I never played the original. Hurrah! Hey there, how's it going? Hey, art container! Ha ha ha. What's this one supposed to be? In another Triforce or something? I'll warp when I'm done in this dungeon. The volcano. Map! Hooray! Ha! Oh, hello, soldier. It's Brittany! Sweet, that bow is legit epic. It totally slays. Like, literally. Oh no, Brittany. Brittany, I love you, but that was terrible. I do love Brittany so much. It is technically a bow. It's a bow on a stand. This is the PS4 version, yup. I almost fell in. Probably, like that. I actually have concrete blocks in my bag? What? That's weird. I had no idea I had concrete blocks in my bag. Interesting. I like the use of these as part of the wall. It looks cool. But I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Curse my never playing Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I loaded it up on the Switch before stream. Some kid came through earlier and bombed holes in the walls. Okay. Now I've seen all the rooms. Alright, let's go to the docks. Ah! Hey, it's Brownbeard. I've never put a crop on one of these before. Does it actually count as a potted plant? It doesn't. That's funny. A careful eye will see the reference of these bananas for Yiga. These are trading sequence items. Oh, that's right, because you have to give the bananas to the monkey, and then the monkey gives you... I forget. Yes, yes. Grandbeard is a merchant, yes. If they say I'm mini, would that make this place more mini-ish? Ha ha ha. Minish. That's a great way to make the merman small. That's adorable. That is very cool. Small man. Whee! Egg. Castle with the bridge that the monkey puts, I think. Right? Am I right? The only Zelda games I really played are Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and I haven't even finished Tears of the Kingdom yet. That was very nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, time and effort, yes. I'm gonna go back here. Oh no, now Zara's. I feel like every time I teleport, someone goes down. Hello? Shopkeeper? Lost Woods. Uh-oh. Or is gonna get lost in the Lost Woods. Hey look, another fairy. Oh, Oh, look, here's another dude. You can make a bridge. Baka! Don't you dare try to bottle me! Don't worry, I won't. Alright, let's go this way. Oh, this, goes somewhere? Whee! This is Dungeon 7. Or it doesn't know the order of the dungeons. Wait, where's its head? It has no head. That's very creepy. You would normally need the recorder to make music to have the lake dry up so that you can enter the dungeon. I see. You were waiting for the hunger? I noticed! Ah, it's a one-eyed being! That is actually really good and really terrifying at the same time. Wow, thanks, I hate it. Slime time. A secret in the nose? Bahaha, just seeds in my beard. Oh, Bonanzo. Cubbies! Is this the same one or is this a different one? I don't know. These creepy worms with no heads. Grumble, grumble. Map! What is this supposed to be? I love the bombed walls, they're so great. Oh, a rupee room. Those are... Oh, I see. Those are... Okay, cool. Reminding me that the most hated enemy is the eyeball spider from Ocarina of Time. It was in original Zelda as well. If she finds her way to level 6 in the graveyard, you can see it. Oh no. Does anyone think it makes sense to have the throne room either underground or on the top of the castle? Underground doesn't make sense unless it's an underground castle. But, I can see it being fairly high in the castle. To finish this level, you need to go all the way east. Okay, so I need to... I sell dangerous explosives to careless youths. Maybe you shouldn't do that, sir. Who are these guys who keep selling bombs to teenagers? That's what I'd like to know. Wait, I keep coming to you, but I've been here already. There's not a lot to see? Okay. There's no hidden doorways? Or stairwells, rather? I thought I went as far north as I could already. But I went to this room, and there's nothing... Ah. This is another one? Or this is the same? I'm so confused. Oh, this is another dude. 3 of those guys? Cactus. Card container. Here we go. Is that everything in this, No, there was the other secret tunnel. Streamed, I believe he meant. But Lily doesn't stream, so... Bye. It's fairly easy to stream from PlayStation. You literally just need, like, a mic. And then the PlayStation does the rest. You have no mic? Ah, well then. Alright, so that is everything. Under the volcano. Look at that beautiful volcano. I don't think I can fly around. Let's go there. In the Lost Woods. Ah! I fell in a hole in the Lost Woods. I was not expecting that hole. Hard to fly around a volcano. Oh no! Hello. Lost too? At least he's got eyes to be seeing the ways out. I love this effect, by the way. It works so well. It works so well. It's the fire trees, I believe. Just a crap ton of them. Wait, that's the way that I came from. Or is it? Wait, what? Royal Cemetery! I found my way through the last wood, guys! Oh man, is this gonna be like where I have to like push buttons in order or something? To move one of the graves? To find the color caves? I know, wrong game. There's one that stands out though. I see it. Out back. Back soon. Hey, that's Dompe or whatever his name is. Nice little shack. Oh, that's cool. That's a lot of fun. That's really cool. How long did that take? Oh yeah, it's like tears or whatever. Dragon tears! There are 4 oh, that's cool. Since I've passed, could you make better use of it? Sure. Da 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 da. King's Tomb. It's got 2 eyes. This is level 6 with the spider boss. What are these guys supposed to be? Oh, they have statues? Okay. Oh, hello. Aim at Goma's eye. I know that a single eye is a weakness. Oh, I never noticed that they only have 1 eye. Honest to goodness, never, like, occurred to me that... That or I forgot. Compass! They carry a wand, yeah. Kick the ball. Ah! You hiding a door like the other guys? Nope. Just a mini boss. I need to start just like smacking the doors as I go through them so that I know where I've been. Hey! Secret stairs! Let's go see what that guy says. And then we'll go down the secret stairs. Except for this game, fairies do live where secret areas exist. Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? Whee! Is this a wand? Magic rod. It's a rewrite of original game quote where they said fairies live in secret areas or something like that. Okay. South of it? Well, this one's a little laggy, but... Oh, that's because it's... Yep. It's right by your, town. Ah! Heart container! Can't be damaged by sword, only arrows? I don't have arrows in this game. Hang on. They don't explode? What? I don't know where it's going. It's wild. like disappearing, but nothing is happening. Hang on. Hub says getting food delivered and I need to keep a hand on the dog so she doesn't go ballistic. Yeah, it was good, girl. Oh, the first one exploded though. Oh, see, that one exploded? Yeah, don't know what is going on with the game. What-did-he-do? Okay, so that's the end of that. I feel like you should maybe add some more teleport points. I don't know where you would put them, but to like help people. Yeah, you didn't want buggy buggies. I understand that. Yeah, they really should have just given us the thingamajiggers. I forget what they're called. That we have on the story islands. Oh, but I want to explore this area. Is the problem. Oh, I did that already. Hooray! It's Shopkeeper. Well, hello, there's statues. Kingston. I had a feeling that one of them. Oh, it's what are the wells? That's pretty funny though. That's neat because the way that it zoomed off of it made it look like it was opening this thing. Power bracelet. I see. That's cool. And we don't have items like we did in the previous game. I sell explosives without a license. Don't tell anyone. Okay, dude. The sign says this is ghostly guest's room. Okay. How did... You don't know how that got there? I was gonna ask, how did you get this here? Because, this is not a room. It's so funny. Mm-hmm. No, I imagine it doesn't belong. I give you something, will you give me something in return? Is that the idea? You break their door and they want you to pay for it. I see. Oh, there's another guy. No, I'm trying to get over there. Rubies! Nothing. Nothing. You'll have to move it, Lilisaur. Because everyone who watches this will know exactly which one it's under. Ah, I see. Spectacle Rock. There's about 5 of them. 2 right, 2 left, and this one middle. I see. Spectacle Rock? I don't get it. I remember this. This is where you had one of the openings for me to get into the underside. Somewhere around here. So I could fill it all in. Woo! Maybe save this for later? Okay. Because it's complicated and I'll get lost. Alright. Another shopkeep. Alright, should I try and climb up and see the volcano? I'm very glad I'm wearing the armor that protects me. Volcano! Wahaha! Oh, what the heck is that over there? Oh, that's probably the top of a building that... Or is it's a floating building? Buried snares, beacons, and torched trees, and a few crack contraptions. This looks so pretty. I found a hidden path. Tournament cancelled. What tournament was it gonna be? Is this like Gut Rock or something? Gut Check Rock? Sorry. Goron Sumo Wrestling from Twilight Princess. Ah, I was close with Gut Check Rock. Whoa. This is very cool, but also very dangerous because you can fall off. Looks nice though. Another Goron house. I like these Goron houses, they're pretty cool. I'm kind of coming at it from the other direction. You're meant to enter town from west side and climb mountain path. I'm descending instead. Is that a problem? Do you want me to stop? Okay. Beware, falling rocks. If only you could make stuff like that. Whee! What is that thing in the sky? I feel like I should know what it is. The Angry Moon of Majora. Ah, okay. Majora's Mask, which is a game that I never played, never saw anything about. So, go into the waterfall. I need a bath. That's what one of the guys said. Not that waterfall. Alrighty. Hello! That's so creepy. Wow. This is how you're meant to enter. This is a cool. Oh yeah, that's really cool. That's a great entrance. More torched trees. Pika? What does that say? The more I look at that, the more I don't think I can read that. It's highly in characters if viewed in a mirror. I see. Wait, is this some sort of like mirror world then? No, only the sign? Okay. Spelled out Kakariko Mura. Kakariko Village. I see. So this is like a destroyed alternate reality Kakariko village. Oh no, the treasure was already stolen. Is this supposed to be like a burnt out fireplace? Because if so, that's pretty cool. Fishing, 10 rupees. Oh, it's the fishing hole. Nice. What in the world is this? A what? It's a bouncy castle? I thought I could jump on that. I can't. So sad. You'd need a hook shot to play. That's cool. Oh my goodness. It's a secret Iga hideout clan. Glory to Master Koga. That's so great. That's awesome. This is a great little building. Clock tower from Majora's Mask was taken over by the Yiga. This is the destroyed barn. Well, poor cow didn't make it out. At least it died in its sleep? Is this hot water? Or regular water? I think it's just regular water. Milk! Lots of milk. Milk bar! That's great. The treasure's gone again! The roof caved in on their bed. Bomb shop! Ooh. This is a cool armor. Okay. Bomb. Bah, it's a giant eye. What the heck? Is it supposed to be a gong or something else? It's the bomb to bowling alley. I see. Thank you. The temperature is dropping so fast outside, which I always sensitive to, and it makes me freezing cold. So I was asking Hubs to turn up the temperature because we usually just keep the house at like 18, 19, except when the temperature's dropping, actively dropping, and then I need it to be warmer because I get so cold. There was the graffiti. 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 Ah, there it is. Malroth was here. It's pretty funny. Builder can wall merge too, apparently. Try for Kiro's restaurant. Haha, haha. Try for Kiro's. Oh no, the restaurant got completely destroyed. I see this. Poor restaurant. Oh, that's good. Had one of them fall into the water. Are these supposed to... Seasons of nature? Ages of time. I see. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Oh, cool. Motifs of the two Oracle games. I see. This is supposed to be like a Temple of Time or whatever. This is very nice. Hey, it's a sword. Let me just pull this out real quick. This is pretty cool. Your destroyed village. Oh, it's a hotel. I love how none of these count as rooms. It's great. I mean, I guess because, like, they're missing walls and stuff, but... It takes longer to make destroyed buildings than regular. I can see that. Oh no, none of the cows survived. Poor cows. What the? Alright, well, we're gonna climb that, but after we finish looking at... Oh, very nice. Slow music only? Wait, what? That's a reference I don't get. In Ocarina of Time, you play the music too fast, and it breaks the windmill machine. I see. That's cool. And the music man isn't happy. I want this so bad. Why can't I have this? Why, Square Enix? Why? I will give you money if you let me have that. Every stream complaining about missing ornament. Only when I come across it, visiting someone's island. It's my favorite decoration, man, and it's like pre-order bonus only. Like, honestly, the game's been out for 5 years now. It should be available to everybody. Take my money. Give me the ornamental herb. Only in Japan, yeah. 15-second game? Well, that's a cool little chicken coop. Link to the Past has you run through a grass maze in under 15 seconds for a heart piece. Question: Elf on the Shelf, cursed or fun? I never cared for it, but I'm too old for it. It was not around when I was a kid, and then I just do not have the effort to do it for my kid, so I never got into it. Like, I think Elf on the Shelf didn't come out until, like, I was well into my 20s. Like, I didn't even hear about it until... I don't even know. Yeah. I didn't hear about it until well into the Facebook era. Like when Facebook was still cool. A.e. brand new. There's the telescope. I don't think late 90s, because, like, in the 90s, I was still in school. I feel like I would have heard about it. Lookout Tower from Wind Waker. Very nice. Oh, that's the windmill. We saw that already. Crane. But I remember like seeing some of this stuff and thinking it was really cool. And then I realized that in order to like if you start something like that, you absolutely can never stop it. Like that's one of those things that if it starts, you're never going to be able to stop. And I was like, I do not have the energy for that. So I'm just not going to ever start it. Did tell your daughter that when she went to bed, sometimes her dinosaur toys would go out and cause problems. She didn't believe me until she woke up one day and saw her T-Rex holding a marker. Then she looked at her face. Oh no. That was funny. T-Rex marked up her face. Marked up mine too. She laughed until she saw her own face. Oh no, that's so funny. Poor thing. Not far enough. She scolded her T-Rex and put it in timeout. See, mine is just so attached to stuffed animals and stuff. It would just be like, it would be even worse than it is now if we kind of like made it like that they're alive. So we never we never did anything like that. He also has like an extremely overactive imagination like I do. So like most of his childhood was remember monsters aren't real, they don't exist. So we never did the tooth fairy for him either. And he knew very, very early about other things. This is a very cool ruined village, Lily. Shooting gallery on west side of town. Uh, oh, this thing up here. No, this is the that's the Temple of Time. Oh, this. Oh, that's cool. That's actually really fun. It's recognizable immediately. And it disappeared. I had one in my bag and I just threw it and nothing happened. I had one left. Oh, I never did the... this. I cheated, I'm sorry. I'll go back down. Ooh. Whoa. Is that supposed to make something happen? In Oracle of Ages, there's a mini game to reassemble the tuning nut before the rail car makes a full circle. Ah, I see. And gets run over. That's cool. Your son just came out of his room and told you to lie down and close your eyes, and then proceeded to try and reach the hiding spot for the TV remote. You knock enemies into the corners? That's cool. That's pretty cool. Well, so your son sounds like he's a lot of trouble. How old is he? Tell me he's like 3 or 4. He sounds like he would be 3 or 4. Maybe 5. He's 6. Ah. Yeah, I can see that. Exit the valley through the eastern passage, then continue east to get to the other side. So just keep going east, or do I go up? Can I go down here? It's another dungeon. It's just all the rocks together. All the different types of rocks. But this one in particular, this pile here, can be found on Iridescent Island. Alright. To the east. the waterfall I'm supposed to go in? It's a heart! You'll know the big one when you see it? Okay. Oh, that's what the... Okay. Because I saw the two, like, the... And I didn't quite put it together as a broken heart. Yes, it sure does. All you need is the Gerudo woman looking for her love. No more NPCs though? Oh no, it's Snow Peak. Shield surf, of course, I was about to ask, is this shield surfing? Oh no! Maybe you have a corner in somewhere still? So, um, this inside has a soup made of cheese and pumpkins like in Twilight Princess. Let's see. I think this is pretty cool. Can we actually go in there? No. Is that more burnt trees? Or is that just black block? Oh, it is black block. Okay. I don't know why this is registering as a room. Oh, I actually got hungry. What if you took away... like made this opened up a little bit more. Okie dokie. Look inside the glacier cave. Oh. Dinosaur? Or dragon, rather. Oh, yeah, the Leviathan. I forgot the word for Leviathan. One at base of volcano and one in desert. That's cool. Ah! What the heck? Guess I can't go that way. So in the original game, you had to go north about 4 identical screens here to make it to dungeon number 5. Okay. Oh, you put evil idols to prevent. That's cool. What does this? Oh, I see. Oh, that's for the train. Secrets to everybody? Does that mean cuckoos keep secrets too? Is this the talking cuckoo? Or whatever, is that what he's talking about? I don't think I did get the Cuckoo secret quest in Kakariko. Too many cuz in that sentence. Heart container? No, we value art and art containers here. That's pretty funny. I remember filling in around this in the underground. Road play is fair play. Like, I think I was, like, under there, and I could see this on my map every time I, like... There's stuff over there. No, I lost. Loser. Ew. Why is this path on fire? Oh, it's the hammer. I see. It's I've already forgotten what they're called. Even though you were just talking about it like an hour ago. Geoglyphs. Yes, that. 100 times of forgetting things. Woo. I'm so forgetful. Isn't it obvious? Hammers can open more doors than any key. Wait, I feel like I saw that guy before. Oh, that's because I came up that way. I just didn't notice the... I can see the broken heart now. There are a lot of merchants. Is that one of the geoglyphs in the desert area there? Oh, a shield. Very nice. I found 3 of the 4 geoglyphs then. Sword, shield, hammer. Cart container. That's a pretty cool forest. Hey, rubies! Level 2. Which I'm sure people who actually played the games appreciate more if they understand what everything is. I don't want to get lost, so I'll let people explore that tomorrow when it gets uploaded. Lots of snakes in that level. Snaky. This is Skyloft from Skyward Sword. I see. I was like, I don't recognize this at all. Skyward Sword is another one that I never played and never saw played. This is neat though. Oh, I see it. I feel like I ran. Oh, I did. I totally ran over this because I was just like, huh, what is this? Is this something that we're supposed to like avoid or what's going on? It's a slime. Didn't register in my brain that it was a slime. Alright, is there anywhere that we are missing? Oh wait, I still need to find the waterfall. Waterfall, waterfall. Big waterfall. Is this the waterfall? Oh! There we go. Caves in mountain islands are scary. Don't you agree? Then why are you in one? Silly Molly. That's cool. That's well done. It's reference to how she got to the dream world. Ah. She told a story about climbing through a mountain cave atop a waterfall. A top waterfall is okay, we go up here. Gadzooks, don't sneak up on me like that. Take my sword and go. Is he talking to the statue? This is a great island, Lily. Chock full of references. My kid is gonna have a blast exploring this because he like reads the Zelda encyclopedia for fun. Every mainline game has at least one, and some have a lot. Yeah. No, it's very nicely made. Every corner decorated. I saw half of the references. Oh, I'm supposed to go back to the dungeon, aren't I? At the castle? Well, I was going into the dungeon when I first got there, and you're like, no, don't do this yet. Okay, so go to the... this one. Up here. I see. Alright, so you don't want me to show this on stream. This is the finale level. You need to come and play this yourselves. The first bit. No! Oh no! Of course, or I would be the one to fall in. Lava is so loud! Moo. Very cool. This has to be 720 degrees around the circumference to get to the bottom. It is quite dull. It's Ordelia. One who does not have big bushy beards can't go in. Yeah, well, I can go in if I want to go in. Oh my goodness. Double doors. Very cool. Am I allowed to check out underneath here now, or no? Go right of the castle, like where I used to enter? Ah! I wasn't expecting that. I was looking for a button to press. This is very cool. Link to the past reference. Ack! I fell in. In Link to the Past, you have to sneak into the castle through the sewers. That's cool. I was so confused how you got barrels to be sideways, and then I realized that they're not barrels, they're casks. Stinky, stinky sewersies. Ah, there we go. This was where I was. Hooray. Got all my. Oh, Zara's turn to be. Oh, Babs' turn. Rather, because Zara, I think, was falling through last time. So sad. Only the developers have been given, like, just a little bit more time in the game. They could have fixed things like that. I can teleport and try and see. This throne room is one of your faves? Triforce! Alright, what happens if I teleport away? And then I teleport back. You might be too far away from the teleporter. It could be characters on the same level. I would... Can you raise the teleporter up one level? And then, I don't know. Yes, this island is so detailed. It is very, very impressive. I helped make it not laggy. That was my contribution. Why are the graveyards always home to creepy guys with key items? I don't know, Esther, I don't know. Asking the real questions. Yeah, I wonder how much leggier this would have been if you hadn't filled it up from the bottom. If you just left it, pour it in from... Yeah, it's absolutely, like, because I loaded it up on Switch at the same time I loaded it up on my PlayStation, and then paused it on PlayStation, and my kid ran around briefly before he had to go to bed. Um, and I was getting him to jump, and like on a lot of the Switch islands, sorry, on a lot of islands when you visit on the Switch, when you jump, it's like in slow motion, but he was jumping fine. Like he was moving the camera around a lot, and the camera wasn't as smooth as it is here. Like it was a little jittery, but that's about it. That's like, and then the only real other part that was super laggy was the dungeon that's under here, I think, because it's right near the ruined village, which just has a lot of detail to it. But even that was manageable. Like it wasn't like terrible lag. So it is 100% visitable on the Switch. Better performance than you expected given the complexity. Yeah, I told you, filling it in really helps. It really makes a difference. This game does not like hollow spaces. At all. But yeah. There is a lot of spaces with hollow, like, but that's why you gotta fill in all the spaces around them so that, like, you have that, buffer. Northwest corner of the lake, please. Oh no. Was that how else do you think a ring is gonna protect your old body? This is the type of ring that can actually save your life. This is where you buy the blue ring in original, which doubles resistance. Oh. But how does a ring actually protect you? Yeah. How does a ring actually protect you? Damn it, I was talking and I was muted. I hate when I do that. I don't think that counts as a swear word, but that's just me. I mute when I have to cough, because I don't like coughing into the mic. And then I forgot to unmute. Nightbot isn't adding that, so maybe it doesn't count. Wahaha. Well, that's Lily's Island. I guess we can go home. Everyone, you can come visit Lily's Island Tuesday afternoon for Dragon Quest Builders' 5th anniversary. It was a lot of fun. I hadn't been here in a while, so it was a lot of fun to see all the things. Wait. Oh yeah. Yep, island will be posted tomorrow. It's amazing to me that Dragon Quest Builders is already going to be like 5. Japanese release, yeah. But still. 5 years, we need a Dragon Quest Builders 3. That they actually give the devs enough time to work on, please. Yeah, time for a DQB 3 announcement, exactly. I can't believe I missed this. I just was not seeing it as a slime. Oh, this one too. Oh, it's that guy. Yeah, because when I was just running by it before, I was just like, oh, is this something that I'm not supposed to walk on? I'm sure. I don't like the fisheye. The fisheye is hard on my eyes. Ugh. Alright, I'm going back to my island. But yeah, Lilisaur will be posting this tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure he'll have a big picture that everyone can go visit from. But I will show you where to find him if you want to go visit this after Tuesday afternoon. So, best way is to go to past competitions, go all the way down to stargazing, and then go to number 7. And this is Lily's Wonderful Island. This is hilarious. So how did this one get 123 votes and these ones only got like 90 something? Like what? people like the color blue. Blue is where it's at. Maybe. Anyways, that's how you find Lily's Island. What time is it? You thought milk would get the most, but it hasn't. That's strange. I built some more levels to the mountain. It is getting taller. Yeah, I didn't quite finish because we on our D&D on Saturday night, we got to just before like what will probably be a fight of some kind. And even though it was only like 11:30, 11:45, Hubs was like, it's too late to start the actual fight, so we're not going to continue. So. We didn't have the full, because usually we end around like 12:30. So I had an hour less building time than I usually do on Saturday. I do play D&D, but I don't like it's because this confusion has happened before. I don't do it on stream or whatever because it's not like just me, and the people that I play with are not the type that would want to stream at all. So, oops. Currently, what's my favorite class? Honestly, I don't know. We've only done 2 campaigns. So far I've only played a bard. Oh, that's not entirely true because we've done a couple like mini campaigns, but like our main campaigns, I played our first campaign, played a bard, and then this campaign I'm playing a divine soul sorceress, who is flavored like a druid. So good times. You are a druid? Mine is just like her father is a woodsman / gardener, and her mother is a small old town healer type thing, so she knows like all about herbs and medicine. And she's like the only one in like a large radius that can do that kind of stuff, so she sort of taught my character stuff, and then her father taught her stuff. So I have advantage on investigation checks in the forest, and I have disadvantage anywhere else. So I'm completely useless. Your DM lets you play Hexblood, who has purple skin. That's cool. No, I always play healers. I am the healer in any sort of like MMO type game or whatever. Like, I leveled in Warcraft as a holy priest from level 1 to level 100. So, or 90? I forget what the cap was before they lowered it. And everyone was just like, alright, go Shadow. Shadow's so much easier to kill things. I'm like, I refuse. But it was constantly like, can someone help me kill this? Because by the time I get it like halfway, all the mobs around it respawn and then they all gang up on me and kill me. Because it would take me so long to kill things. And yet, I never spec'd Shadow. Must stay holy, priest. You played a healer in D&D or in what? Because I imagine it would be hard to be aggressive with healing because you only have so many heal slots. You can't like constantly heal, so... Oh, my absolute favorite character that we played, we did a little joke campaign. And so I played an elf, celestial warlock. And my patron was the holy elephant thing creature. I don't know enough. Like, I'm still new to D&D. But it lived inside my bag of holding, which was a backpack. Because I was Aura the Explorer. So I had my patron who lived in my backpack. And I had like I forget how many. It was like 25 to 50 items in my backpack. But I had to roll a dice to see what item I got. No, I think I had 20, because D20. So I could roll a dice to see what item I got. So I would ask my backpack / patron for something that we would need in a situation. And it was a crapshoot whether we got it or not. It was so much fun because I had a ladder in there, but if like I didn't roll to get a ladder, I couldn't use the ladder. It was so much fun. It's like, that's the thing about my D&D group is like a lot of people play D&D and they're like, oh, I want to like, you know, superpower my character so I'm super strong or whatever. My group, we're all about how can I make things more difficult for my character? What faults can my character have that will make their life terrible? And it makes for really fun games. Like, I don't know what's going on in our current campaign, but my character's companion, has, like, anytime she casts anything, she has to roll on the wild magic table or whatever. Like, literally anything at all. And it's so funny. Because we're in the middle of doing something or whatever. She'll cast, like, prestidigitation, and then suddenly she's like, mushrooms are spawning around her or something. Like, there's all kinds of weird effects. It's pretty funny. Look, I finally reached mountain level to get mountains on the map. I was trying to figure out how high that was so that I could get this to be mountains on the map. But yeah, the Aura the Explorer was probably... I love my current character, but Aura the Explorer was the most wild and fun character. I remember this. But yeah, D&D is a lot of fun. When lockdown started, my husband messaged my best friend. She used to live with us, so like we're all like really good friends together. And was like, "How would you feel about starting D&D?" And she messaged back, "Yes, when do we start?" And he was like, "Oh, I was only just contemplating it." And then I think he like within like a month got together a campaign, and we started. But like none of us had played D&D before, so we're all learning together. I don't know what to do with these. I'm gonna leave it because it's not like I'm using this area. I'm trying to figure out where this should go. Brain is struggling. Okay. At the bottom. So like here? Yes. Here we go. And then there were a bunch that we figured out, and now I can't remember. Probably fence post, I believe, was a good one. Nope, that stuck through. What is this one? There we go. Here. Wacky floor. There's so much, like, I need to really, like, figure out how I want to use this somewhere on my island, because there's so much potential for this. I just have a thought. That's not what I'm blind. I mean, that doesn't look any different from this point of view than like any other block you would put underneath that. So I don't know if that makes any difference or not. Oh, hang on. Did I did some. Oops, I am blind. Totally, for some reason, that looked like yellowish. I forgot. 3, 4, 5. And then we can just... I have to figure out what bridge I'm gonna do here. Probably something like what I did in the other place. But this is gonna be annoying to swap. I don't want the black block underneath to get swapped, because that'll be a pain in the butt to fix. It would have been cool if they'd been able to set so that you could choose what was getting swapped. You could be like, I want this block to be swapped by this block, and then you just go around and it would make it easier to collect things when you're on like an explorer shore or whatever. No! When you're on like an explorer shore, you can be like, I want mossy earth, and then just run around and it only swaps the mossy earth. That would have been fantastico. Okay, good. I was worried that this was gonna go really far. But it doesn't. Green Gardens is right there. Sweet. Because I realized I needed, last week, I needed to make the water kingdom one needed to be, oops, blue, because it didn't make sense for it to be any other color. Hooray! in an island that I was building with my friends, we were doing, it was a Buildertopia, and we did a subway system going all the way around with different stops at different parts of the island in a way so that the NPCs could use it to get around. But we made like a subway system like really modern, so we used like the spaceship pieces, and it looks really cool. Although the person who was hosting the island hasn't played Builders in forever, so I don't know if we'll ever finish it. But it was a lot of fun. And we passed into Green Gardens. But this is more for visitors, I think, to get around from the different places. Because it goes to all the different zones, which unfortunately on the Isle of Awakening are not connected, so that the NPCs can go to them. Sorry? Yes. I believe so. Yeah, and then I found a thing along beside the side of the house. It's a dog. Hello, dog. How's it going? It's pet time. It is pet o'clock. Cold dog. I had to shave her because she was getting way too shaggy for it only being mid-December. Because she doesn't get a proper shave usually until like February or March. And it's been really, really warm here. So I shaved her. And then, of course, it snowed today. So, always happens whenever I shave her. She is now cold stock. Yeah, come on. And so now every time she comes up on the couch beside me, she's like, tuck me in the warm blanket. I must warm up. Yes, hello. It's just funny because she actually, like, hates the heat. That is adorable. Oh. Yeah. Husband is showing me Christmas present he bought for kid today. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know if is he asleep? Yeah, that's true. I don't think he'll ever watch this before Christmas, but it's adorable. Oh, let's increase that so that'll do it properly, because otherwise it just does it randomly. And that's never fun. Yeah, I'll leave that. Weather perversity principle. As soon as you make accommodations for the change in weather, it immediately reverses. But it's true. Every time I shave my dog in the winter time, it immediately snows. Like, oh, it's super warm. Her hair is getting way too long for this early in the season. I'm just gonna give her one last shave, and then immediately after it snows. So, she has a sweater that she literally wears maybe 4 weeks a year. Because she'll wear it for a few weeks when she gets her, like, winter shave, and then she'll wear it for a few weeks when she gets her spring cut, and there's, like, that last snowfall of the season. And then the rest of the time she's fine because it's warm, or warm enough, rather. And she hates the heat like me. So, she's usually perfectly fine to just have her woolly beastliness out in the snow. At the end of winter, I would often find her, because when it would start to get warm out, she'd be sleeping in, like, the last patch of snow. Like, don't leave me, Snow. Just funny because whenever the snow first falls, she always goes out and is like, oh god, this stuff, and is like, puts a big fuss up about it. Oh, you know what? I want the music. I have a bed on me. I don't actually have a bed on me. Wild. Where'd all the beds go? We'll make one. There you go. That way I can see when the music changes. Although it probably won't change for a while. Or it'll probably change a couple of times, maybe even. Because I think we might go out of the zone. You know what? I probably should make more of those. Should have realized that when I was up there. Where are you guys getting that food? Also, hello, Duke. I just realized. That's pretty topical to Aura. What, forgetting stuff? Or what is only birds? Oh, that's because I was talking about you. I guess you were AFK? Yeah. No, I was just talking about how cold Chell was because she came in and got me to tuck her in on the couch beside me. You were lurking. But yeah, it was so funny because like literally yesterday when I was shaving my dog, I messaged Only Birds and Willow, and I was like, Willow, because Willow lives like in my province. I was like, Willow, has it snowed yet for you? And she was like, no, not yet. I'm like, okay, well, I just shaved my dog today, so snow's coming. And then literally today, snow. Duke Darkwood, how are you doing anyways? Oh, nice. You're doing all right? That's good. You've been building much in Builders? Or you've been playing something else lately? Is that the D&D thing? Oh, cool. We got Kid a D&D starter kit. Fae Farm. I think you were talking about that last time. Yeah, Zaire played that for a bit, and so did Hyrulean. I meant to try it when it was on game trial, and then all of a sudden, like next thing I knew, Hyrulean was saying, "Oh man, the Fae Farm game trial was too short," and I was like, "Oh, I missed it." I like didn't even know it was on game trial because like they don't advertise their game trials very nearly enough. Um, and the only reason I noticed was because uh, Hyrulean was talking about it being on the. Do you have a D&D campaign that you go to, Duke? Tried it when it was on game trial. Bought it the other day. It came off. Oh, the whoops. I wanted to stop here. You've not been an active player in D&D for a while? Especially the Forgotten Realms setting? Yeah, see, we never, like, because we just sort of always did our own campaign with a very small group of people, I don't think we've ever actually played any of the D&D campaign proper. Like, we've always played our own. Like, homebrew. So, I don't know any of the actual campaigns. Yo guys, why did you stop working on this? Hmm? That's right. Yeah. Build for me! That's the great thing about D&D rule set. You can build any setting story you want around them. Yeah, no, my husband's been our DM. And he just has been making up his own worlds with his, well, like, you know, we use the D&D rules and we use D&D Beyond sort of more as like a guide rather than like, um, you know, rule of law type of thing. And we're having a lot of fun with it. But I have friends who are like, I want to play D&D with you. I'm like, you probably don't, because I only know how to play homebrew D&D. Homebrew D&D where I can make my Celestial Warlock have her patron live in a bag of holding, which is her backpack. She is Aura the Explorer. That was an old joke for me, because like in World of Warcraft my character was Aura, and one of the titles that you could get for achievements was the Explorer, and so I was always Aura the Explorer because the first thing I would always do any new content was just go and fill out the map. And I thought it was funny that it rhymed with Dora. And then instead of a monkey as a sidekick, I had a cat named Brooms because it rode around on a broomstick. So Aura the Explorer had Brooms the cat, who wore a little hat, and had a celestial patron who lived in a bag of holding. I love exploring. Like, I think that's why I really like visiting islands so much in this game, is because it's just all exploring. I went all in on Aura the Explorer, yeah. Alright, I guess we can see how far this gets us. My very incomplete volcano in progress there. Hey Duke, do you have Discord? We finally got Leith to join. You should come join too. And then when Leith needs help and wants someone to play with, you can help her. I can help her. Lots of people can help her. We have lots of Switch players in our Discord. And if you're like me, you can join the server and mute everything except for ads. No, I don't have everything in my own server muted, but I tend to, like when I join servers, I mute everything that I'm not interested in because otherwise it's just too many notifications. My ADHD brain just cannot handle it. So like anytime I join a new server, it's like, alright, I'm not interested in any of these channels. Time to mute. And then it helps my sanity. But yes, you should come join our Discord, and I will not be offended if you mute it because you don't like notifications just like me. I already ran out? Holy. Don't often use it, but there are some streamers I follow. Yeah. It's just like, I do really like chatting on Discord, and I love it when people join and we can like chat outside of stream. But sometimes there's just like, it's just too much. And my brain can't handle it, so I 100% understand when people are the same. Hello? The train, please. Let me smash the train, please. Why are you so problematic about that? You also mute almost all servers, that's funny. Well, we talk about Dragon Quest Builder stuff a lot, so we have a Dragon Quest Builders channel. You can mute everything else and leave that channel unmuted. And come chat about Dragon Quest Builders. Yeah, it's just, there's just, the notifications can be too much. Sometimes. But yeah, Only Birds is the one that configures my Discord for me. So if anything's not working, he can fix it. And I'm very much appreciative of it. I don't know if I need all of this, but might as well. Better to have too much than not enough. Then I need more of the other guys. Bonanzo, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, my dude. What are you doing? There you are. No, I was not saying if anything's not working, it's his fault. No. Because I know Discord can be buggy. So I would not blame it on only birds. Actually. No, I on the one island when I was working with my friends, we just made our subway so fancy that when I was like, I want to do subways on this island, I'm like, I'm not gonna go super fancy. Even on like my main island, my main account island that's uploaded, like the subway that is there is pretty swanky, and I was like, I don't want to put that much effort into it. So I was like, the simplest thing ever, and so this is why. My subway is as simple as it is. It's more, I forgot the word. For usage than for looking nice. Utilitarian? I don't remember. Words evade me so often. I was talking to my kid about, because I did Streamuray last year, because I was trying to get affiliates so that I could get the VODs for 2 weeks, and I had less of a worry of losing my streams if Twitch holds on to them for 2 weeks rather than one. So I did Streamuray because I needed to have X number of days streamed. So I was like streaming as much as possible for like for that and for emotes, I believe. But I kind of want to do Streamuary again, but like not have it as like a stream a lot type of thing, but more as a like a different theme this year, where I play games that I wouldn't normally play. So I was telling my kid about it, and he immediately went over through all our Switch games and brought out his favorite like Mario and Kirby games. He's like, "Does that mean you're gonna play these?" I was like, "Yeah, maybe." He's like, "I want to be there." I was like, "Well, you're usually there for the first week of Streamuary, just because he's not in school." So, you guys might get to hear my kid cackle at me as I die over and over again. In whatever games he decides he needs to see me play. But yeah, I'll probably still stream Builders Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays during the day. I'll do like a short watch or I die as she tries to play this platformer. Because I am terrible at those types of games. Let me get times. Oh my god, I ran out already. At this point, I would literally just, like, let me buy dyed blocks. I'm tired of going back to where I can dye them. But alas, you cannot buy dyed blocks. You can only buy the not dyed versions. I used to be sub-mediocre at platform games 20 to 30 years ago. It's been downhill from there. Yep. I was talking to my husband the other day about how, like, Overwatch or whatever, like, they have Overwatch League, but it's all, like, younger, like, teenager types or whatever. It's like, I want to see Overwatch leagues for, like, the 30-plus-year-olds. I think that could be some good games. Perfect. I was, nice. I have some on me. But it's just like, you know, people who are like me, who are older than 30, tend to have slower reflexes, but it doesn't mean they're bad at games, it just means that they're slower, a little slower at reflexes. And so you gotta pit them against each other. And so the games would be different, very different than, like, all the teenage boys playing. And I feel like you would see more strategy and stuff instead of just like, how fast can we? I think it could be a lot of fun. Oh, whoops. I wasn't paying attention to the music. Actually, we can just do this. No, my music's gonna... Looked at the time, it sounds like the music's fading. The over 40 league? Oh, I imagine that it would be the, like, the 30 to 50 league, I think. And then if they I'm interested, like, over 50 league. It's funny that there's a natural difference. I'm 40, dude. I don't want a league where my age bracket holds advantage. I'm 40. I would be in the 40 and older. Alright. Let's go back here. Remember I said the last time when we were talking about Square One and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I said I was an 80s kid. Born in the 80s. Why do you guys never finish? Hmm? Late 1977 here. You were a kid in the 80s as well. I mean, I was born in 83, so I don't remember too much of the 80s. The early 90s was more brunt of my childhood. Nice. It's funny how many, like, 30 and 40-year-olds play this game and older. Wait, you guys have tons of floorboard. Do this way. You were 3 when the 70s ended, so have no memory of that decade. 80s kid, 80s teen. Yeah, um, I moved to France in 92, um, at 9 years of age. So, yeah. Like, I remember some of the late 80s, but they just blended so much to the 90s for me that, like, I was born in the 80s, but probably more of a 90s kid. A Toys R Us kid. I remember Toys R Us. I mean, we still have Toys R Us here, but I remember the Toys R Us kid theme song. Alright, let's go over here. When I was a very small child, I was obsessed with the My Little Ponies. Not the ones that they have now with big eyes, but like the original 80s My Little Ponies. And I remember once saving up my allowance for weeks so that I could buy a My Little Pony. And it was like $3. And it took me forever to save up for $3. There we go. But I used to, every time we went somewhere, I'd be like, we have to go to Toys R Us. I have to see what ponies they have. Lucky to live in a place. I live in Canada, my dude. Toys R Us Canada never closed. Oh, I ran out already. Man. They need to build my blueprint faster, man. From bikes to trains to video games, it's the greatest toy store there is. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million toys that I could play with. Gotta love when you can play a game just by holding two buttons down. Or pushing one button, or a stick and holding one button down. At some point I might like try and put interesting stuff on the walls, but for now we'll just go with simple. I wonder if I put like one of those like slime summoning things underground, if it would spawn slimes if I didn't have the word of air direct down. It would be cool if I could have like along here like not aquariums but like behind glass like Rock Kingdom stuff, and then like put some slime spawns to like have slimes living there. I don't know if it would actually, if slimes would spawn. I'm probably not fast enough for someone who's, you know, zipping through on a train. But still, could be cool. Slimariums. See that, like I wish that this game had better like monster mechanics. Like there should have been an item for every type of monster that like you put down like the slime summoning slime, whatever they're called. That summon slimes. Blue slimes and orange slimes. They should have had one for Drakis and whatever, like, you know, each monster should have had one. And then if you put them down on your island, then they spawn that monster around that thing. Could have been really fun. Could have done some really cool stuff with that. No. Alright. I think, though, that is all I'm going to do today, because I'm very tired. And we were mostly here to visit Lily's Island, which we did. So remember, Lily's Island will be available tomorrow afternoon sometime for the 5th anniversary of Builders. So, good night, everybody. Have a good couple days, and we'll see you on Wednesday again. I will do some more building, hopefully. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.